All right, Kevin Luna, come down, please.
Fine.
Fine.
I'll be defendant's exhibit number one. I showed it to Mr. Variant. He has no objections to the forensic report. I'd like included in the file.
Okay, just at the appropriate time when I take into evidence the steps, just offer that. Okay. Court is calling 2022 CR 6188, State of Texas versus Kevin Giovanni Luna. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Garrett, Your Honor.
Defense,
Audio Zavala.
are you Mr. Luna? Counsel, have you received all the discovery and did you review it with your client?
Yes, sir.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Lunan, did you review the document entitled True Bill of Indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it? Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment? State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
No, we're not. We're proceeding on the lesser included murder.
Any objection?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Lunan, did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments and Defendant's Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes.
Did you understand the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of murder? The range of punishment for that offense is anywhere from 5 to 99 years or life in prison and up to $10,000 fine.
Yes, sir.
If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court doesn't follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights? And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case? Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him? Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense? Mr. Luna, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea? Anyone promise you anything other than the plea? Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented? Are you a U.S. citizen? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
According to the plea, the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of murder. Punishment is to be assessed at 40 years in the prison. There's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon. There are no applications, and they're taking in consideration 2023 CR 1287. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State,
It is, Your Honor.
did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places? Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
There have been motions filed that have not been ruled upon.
Then to the offense of murder, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State any evidence.
Yes, Your Honor. State exhibit number one with all of its attachments, Your Honor.
Any objection?
No objections.
Defense, any evidence?
Your Honor, we offered defense exhibit number one, a 25-page report from Dr. John Fabian. We've shown it to Mr. Garahan. He has no objections. The conclusion of Dr. Fabian's report states that Mr. Luna has a
I'll get to that.
Okay.
So I just want to
Okay.
read to see for sufficiency. So there's no objection to defense exhibit number one?
That is correct. No objection.
All right. Then the court will accept into evidence states exhibits one and attachments and defense exhibit one. The court will find that defendant has, I'm so sorry. Mr. Luna, did you review the waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations with your attorney?
Yes.
Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places? All right, the court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits one and attachments and defense exhibit one, and the court will review the same. All right, after reviewing State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing? All right, anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Honor, the state's exhibit one. Into evidence with no objection. Dr. John Fabian, the conclusion of his report, after his examinations, Mr. Luna he suffers from a tri-diagnosis of brain disorder, mental illness, and substance abuse addiction. And his recommendation is to be placed in the therapeutic unit of TDC. And we would ask the court if the court could include that in the file, and if the court could make a recommendation to the therapeutic unit.
All right, is there anything you wish to say, Mr. Luna? All right, the court will follow the agreement, sentence you to 40 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served, take in consideration 2023 CR 1287. There's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon. Is there anything else from either side with regards to sentencing?
Not for the record. No.
All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it? All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement and because I followed your plea bargain agreement and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, and the court will also request the therapeutic community or mental health community at the prison.
Thank you.
The way that works, I have no jurisdiction to force them to place you in that. You'll have to request it as well, and then it'll be completely up to TDC whether or not they do that. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. Mr. Lunan, I always tell people any time that people serve is a lot of time, even a day. That's a lot of time. And with you, it's 40 years. How old are you? You're 20. And so you will still have a chance when you are released to live your life. All right. But there's somebody who's dead and their life is over. You understand? So you need to take advantage of whatever.
I forgive you. You know that things. We are too many people. I really want you to better your life. You know, you're still alive. Start making good choices. You really took somebody important from us. Very important. I took care of that kid a lot. We went through shit too. And it hurts me every day. Since he left, he's not here. It affects him the biggest impact of my life because he was close to me. Not only to me, my kids. He had nieces and nephews. He literally, I'm a single mom and he was always there with me. To support me and be there with me all the time for everything. Dude, it's not been easy to be alone now. I feel alone without him. Not only him, like my dad too. He feels anger. He feels a lot of things that it's not right. What will you do? There goes your life. Good luck. And the best friend. It was more than just my best friend. My family. You took away someone so important to our family, to our friends, to the world. He wanted to save lives. He doesn't push you. You do it that way. Because I know how great of a person he was and will always be, he would want us forgiven. Even though it is hard, so hard every day to keep moving forward without him. It's just like I'm a single parent, and he was the one that was there for me and my daughter. He was the one there as a father figure for her. My daughter has to go through this every day too. Him not being here. And it's not just us. It's not just us. There's so many people he impacted. He was an amazing person. And I don't know what to look for. But if you had just given him a chance, he would have helped you. He would have done whatever he could. He would have done whatever. He would have been a friend. He would have helped you. You didn't care how much. All he ever wanted to do was help people. And I hope this lives with you, and I hope it's a reason for you to change. You get a life. You get a life after this. It's a song. I hope you do what's right. I hope you get your life together. I hope this is a learning lesson for you. Because you're not just impacting us. You're impacting your own family. You're impacting everybody.
Why did you shoot Patrick?
I'm innocent.
Walked in front of news cameras Wednesday, Kevin Luna had little to say about the murder of 27-year-old Patrick Zavala, found shot once in his father's truck in the 6700 block of Ingram Road on January 3rd.
There was some type of altercation that occurred inside the vehicle because the suspects allegedly attempted to rob the victim.
The other suspect, Derek Sentmore, arrested Tuesday. The evidence laid out in the arrest affidavit includes surveillance video, fingerprints, and social media messages, most of it related to Luna, including audio messages investigators found from Luna saying he'd shot a man in the chest. Police, though, say they don't know which teen pulled the trigger.
But it's law of parties and capital murder, so they both are just as culpable.
Zavala's family and best friend still hurting over the loss of the San Antonio college student.
I just can't believe they did it, and at a young age, they ruined their lives.
And his mother making an emotional plea for gun control.
Please go to the government, go to the White House, and please take all the guns away because they're killing innocent people. They killed my baby. And who's gonna give it back to me? Nobody.
Garrett Berger, KSAT 12 News.
Let's get the facts straight. She loves a verbal ashtray. Never blowing smoke when she gets pissed. She's quick to castrate. Love her on a good day, love her on a bad day. Either way, she's here to stay, stay, stay. Call up, only,